I mean, this has got to be the lowest maintenance pool anywhere in Britain, maybe the world, I don't know. Comment, maybe I'm talking nonsense. I think I've built one of the cheapest to run and easiest to maintain pools anywhere in the world, and it doesn't involve any chlorine or any chemicals. I haven't looked inside this pool for, I would say, at least 3 or 4 weeks. I've used it over the winter, but not much. So we're going to get to see exactly how much crud and crap is in there, exactly how much we need to clean it, and therefore exactly how well that filter is doing. Let's get to it. Have a look at this water. So, as I said, I never ever use any chemicals ever. It's all based around plant and UV filtration, designed by myself. Yeah, there's a little bit of detritus in the water. It really isn't much considering I haven't looked at it for about 4 or 5 weeks. Maybe 3 or 4 weeks, something like that. Look how clean that water is, it's just beautiful. It's like a mountain lake or a fresh river. Absolutely gorgeous. No chemicals, just clean water. What I'm going to do for you now though, is I'm going to show you the filtration system. I designed this such that you can clean it once a year. Repeat, once a year. I haven't cleaned it yet. I haven't cleaned it, I don't know, but I think for over a year. I think it was in 2021 when I did it last. So, you know, look at the water. So it's obviously still working. What I'm really interested to see is exactly how much stuff and crap has built up in there. And it just gives me a feel. Maybe I need to clean it once every 6 months, something like that. I don't think so, but why don't we see and allow you to be the judge? So it works on a pretty simple system. I've got a nice cedar cover there. Let's have a look inside this filter bay, see how dirty it is. Now, another really cool feature that just makes this all the much easier is a remote control for the pump. Not expensive. I think the pump itself was about maybe £180, something like that, but it's a pretty high-end pump, but designed for, again, like most of this stuff is for koi ponds, but it comes with a remote control. It means I can turn it up, increase the outflow, turn it down, and of course, turn it off. Simple. I've already removed the first brush, and look at that. And that's all this filtration system is. There's a whole load of brushes, but then at the bottom of it is a whole load of finer matting. And then suspended off the ground, and underneath that is the pipework with which the pump is connected to. So, in theory, any crud that comes out of the pool into the plant bay, and the roots do a really good job, by the way, of filtering some of that out anyway, it will spill over, and it has to go through that coarse to fine matting system before it can get anywhere near the pump again. So I'm not really expecting to see these brushes completely crudded up, and well, they're not, so that's fine. But I can tell you now there's a lot of them. What I'm expecting to see is a bit of a layer of sludge in the base of this. And that's fine. That's really good for a lot of reasons, but you don't want too much of it. It's good because it provides an incredible environment for the friendly bacteria, which take out a lot of the nutrients that algae traditionally feed off of. So the idea is if you remove the vast majority of that, then they can't thrive. What you then do is you add a large-scale UV system which kills all the bad bacteria. So that's a second piece of defense, if you like. Third is the covers, as I've already mentioned. And what they do is prevent the vast majority of the light, which would otherwise help algae and other stuff photosynthesize. Aren't they? Keep all of that down. And those 3 things combined works perfectly in harmony, so you never get any algae in your pool. That green stuff, you know, which funnily enough, if you're in a hotter climate and watching this, let's say somewhere like Florida or whatever, you know, wherever, and you have a chlorinated pool, how long after you don't put chlorine in, or how long after your last input of chlorine into the pool do you get a green slimy build-up around the pool? I would offer not very long. I don't know, but if I was to say something like a week, maybe you wouldn't go mad at me, but leave it in, just, you know, leave some comments below and tell me, because I might be talking bullshit, which, you know, I'll be the first to admit is often the case. Now, I've got about 2/3 of the brushes out. You know, you're going to get wet doing this, all right? You just need to accept that. I'm going to get one of the pieces of finer matting out, and then I'm going to put my hand underneath that and see how much sludge is in there. Oh, there we go. Wow. Wow. I'll put my arm all the way down there. There's no build-up of sludge or anything at the bottom. Yeah, you can see the water in here is now getting quite murky. But there's nothing, you know, I expected to be like a couple of millimeters or something. There's nothing. It's actually pretty clean down there. You can just feel the coarseness of the base itself. So I'm pretty impressed by that. You know, what I could do is drain this right down and just try and get that low level little bits of detritus out. But I don't think there's any point. Not yet, anyway. So actually, this filter doesn't really need cleaning. Probably for another 6 months, maybe even more than that. So how about that? That's incredible, guys. So, you know, I could go 2 years without cleaning this filter. I don't understand why everybody else isn't doing this. I just don't understand it. Chlorinated pool. How much does a chlorinated pool cost? I have no idea, but you have to buy bags of the stuff, right? Every week, pour it in. It's really bad for you. It's bad for your skin, your eyes. It feels crap. It's horrible to swim in. It smells bad, and so on. Well, guys, you be the judge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out one of those fine matting pieces. Let you have a look at that. And they might be worth. Tell you what, if you can see that, I'll try and get it in the sun a bit. So if this was in a koi pond and I hadn't cleaned it for 6 months, it would be thick, absolutely thick, black and smelly with a rotting silt. Now, admittedly, that's because you've got fish in there which are going to the loo all the time, and that's being broken down by the good bacteria from ammonia into nitrate, nitrate into nitrite, and then so on. So that's why you get that sort of deposit, if you like. So I don't have any animals in here other than actually, plenty in the plant bay, dragonfly larvae and things like that. So I'm not completely surprised, but I thought after a year, actually, I was being a bit negligent and I was going to really have to do something about this, but it just appears that's not the case. So yeah, I think I'm really, really pleased. I mean, I could give these a dunk. You know what? No, I'm going to give it another experiment. I'm going to wait another 6 months and we'll do an 18-month clean, right? Do another video at 18 months. And if it's still the same then I've basically invented a filter that never needs cleaning ever. And hopefully someone on YouTube, someone somewhere will notice that and try and give me loads of money to, spread the word and spread this method. That won't happen because that's not what happens, but still, at least I've got one. So I'm going to put that back. I tell you what, I am so happy with that. I've effectively not cleaned it because I don't think I need to. Yes, it had a little bit of stuff in it, but there was no sludge layer at all. Nothing. Absolutely zero. So the pump is it's not going to be caused any problems whatsoever. I haven't cleaned it for a year. So now I'm not going to clean it for 18 months. How incredible is that? I mean, this has got to be the lowest maintenance pool anywhere in Britain, maybe the world, I don't know. Comment, maybe I'm talking nonsense. But I don't see how many pools can compete with it. A lovely fountain as well, which I'm going to show you now. Just like that. So guys, I've just laid out the evidence for you. It's as simple as that. Why would you ever use chlorine? I just don't understand it. Why would you ever use it when you can have water as clean and beautiful as this? Never any green algae at all. You never have to add anything to it. It doesn't cost you any extra. And it comes with a filter that needs cleaning less than once a year. This is like the zero maintenance, best possible option. It's win-win. So why are people still building chlorinated pools? They're not for me, they may be for you, but if you want the extra cost and admin of cleaning it, then fill your boots. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the like button. Thanks guys.